Hey guys, I just wanted to come on and show you how I make my chill out tea. The favorite part in it is the hibiscus flowers because I just love the tanginess and there's nothing quite like it. And I've been experimenting with it and I've made a few teas with the hibiscus in it that I've included because I just love it, like the tanginess and the refreshing flavor and how it cools the body, and it does have a lot of different health benefits that I will send like a couple links so you can read about that. And one of the cool things about this is when I was doing some research for different tea recipes and different things a couple years ago, I found like the chill out recipe. I feel like it was like maybe a mountain rose herbs recipe that I kind of modified and just kind of tailored to my own liking. But the herbs in this chill out blend, like they all help cool the body down in different ways. So it's perfect for the summertime. And also a lot of them help with anxiety and just, that kind of like cooling down and cooling off. So not just the physical body, but like the mental and emotional body too. And it does have like different heart health benefits and blood cleansing qualities and benefits too, and it helps the liver. So it is like very cleansing and refreshing and cooling, and delicious. And so the hibiscus flowers, like the mint leaves, the green tea, holy basil, lemon balm, passion flower, all of those things help the body cool off. And so it's an awesome time. I mean, I drink it sometimes all year round, but super enjoy it in the summertime, in the warm months and everything. So I have almost empty jar here. But what you're going to need is your tea and a container. What I've been doing, just because it's easy and simple, and I just, like to do it this way, I use my big measuring Pyrex glass, a little metal strainer. But if you wanted to go this route, you could. It's a little bit easier, I guess, because it's got the strainer right in there. You could do it that way if you wanted. But I'll show you how I make it. What you're going to need is, this is going to be enough for 2 gallons of iced tea. So I use maple syrup to sweeten it instead of sugar. And this tea already, I put dried stevia leaf in it, which is totally different than the processed stevia that they sell in the stores. That's a little bit more processed, I feel like, and there is some I guess negative things that could impact health with that kind of processed sweeteners. And I'm not I really don't know a lot about that, but I just kind of stay with the more natural whole based foods in their natural organic whole form. I feel like that is going to be better in the long run, to be doing stuff like that in moderation rather than different processed things that are not in moderation. I think that makes sense though, for balance. But everybody has their own needs, and so that's my story. And I do use organic lemonade to also sweeten it and to give it, because the lemonade just goes really well with the hibiscus. And so we'll just set those aside for now. And the first part of this, I've kind of just gotten to a point where I kind of know that how to eyeball it and stuff, but I was curious and I did eyeball it right before I turned on the camera, and I had put that in and I thought, well, kind of just covers up the bottom of the glass a little bit, and that's about what I use for 2 gallons, and that ended up being like a half of a cup. And so I feel like for a gallon it could be a heaping 4th cup of the tea, the loose tea, in a container. And so just because I like the hibiscus, sometimes I'll add just a couple more of the hibiscus flowers, and a little does go actually a long way. But sometimes I feel like I should have put a little more of the hibiscus into the tea blend. But sometimes it doesn't always, it kind of falls to the bottom, and then there's more at the bottom. And so that's why, yeah, sometimes it's not always like the hibiscus. I just want to add just a little bit more sometimes to the tea, so it has that nice red color and the flavor that goes with it. That's nice. And also, when you guys were here, the tea that I made, I had also put horsetail in it, because horsetail is supposed to be really nutritional and helpful for the skeleton structure and for the bones, skin, hair, nails, all of that kind of stuff, like the basic structures or the basic building blocks to help the body. And that's what I'm working with right now. I need a little bit of help in that area, like with support and structure, like to help, yeah, with the foundational structures and everything. So, yeah, that's good for the bones and everything. And that's why I added a little bit more of, like, to that blend, a little bit more maple syrup, because this one is a little more bitter. And, yeah, just to help the flavor, I just added a little more sweetener than I normally do, just to balance that out. And so what I'm going to do now is I turn on my kettle, and I filled it all the way up, my electric kettle, and usually we'll do like 195 for this kind of tea with just the herbs and the green tea in them. So we'll just go ahead and pour the water over the tea. Turn off the tea kettle and just let this steep for a little while, at least 20 minutes, or till it gets like a little cool to touch. And so sometimes I'll end up leaving it alone or forgetting about it for about an hour or two, and then I'll come back and then I'll strain. I'll get another empty Pyrex container, put the strainer in there, and then strain out all of the tea. And then I'll just have my tea that's been filtered and strained. And then I will divide it between the two jars, and I'll come back in a little while and show you how to finish the tea. We'll stop it there for a moment.